So welcome everyone to this morning's Fit Flow practice. My name is Helena, if we haven't had the chance to meet, and I'm the owner of Infine Feather Yoga. Saying Fit Flow, don't let that word scare you too much. Of course, in our style of teaching, our style of practice, do as much or as little as you feel today, and know that with the sequence I'll be teaching, I'll slowly build into progressions. And I just want you to really feel supported in your body to just not go too deep, not go too far into something if you feel like it might be something that overexerts you or might cause any strain. So yeah, I'll be teaching slowly in progressions, working up to advanced variations of postures, but know that you don't have to go there this morning. So if you want to land in a comfortable position, and sometimes that means you can just lie straight down onto the back, arms and legs stretched out to find some space in the body to open up. And when you take these first few moments of practice to set yourself up and shuffle yourself around, when you feel ready, close your eyes. And it's lovely seeing so many people join on our live class this morning. What an incredible way to start your day. To integrate this practice at some point to invigorate the body. Connect with the body that still wants to be active and move and feel vibrant. So you've settled into a position where you can be still. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Fill up all the way to the top. And open up your mouth and sigh your breath out. Let it go. Audible breaths. Inhale again. Sip in one last little bit of breath and then open up. Sigh. Let your breath out. Making that HA sound. If you're familiar with practicing with Infine Feather, you've been around the studio for a while, to know that the phrase Infine Feather, it actually means to be well, to be in good spirits, to be full of vitality. So the intention behind all of our practices is that you leave feeling well, being in good spirits, and full of vitality. To be Infine Feather, it's an active thing. Start to breathe into the whole body. Your inhale's really rising. The exhale's slowly falling. Deepen the breath. Perhaps one of those words really lands with you. Be well. Vitality. Spirit. Perhaps even the phrase Infine Feather. Let it create a lightness and a brightness to you as you take the next 5 or 6 rounds of breath, preparing the body for conscious movement. And just as you're taking the breath at your own pace right now, you'll take this practice as well. So give yourself permission to rest whenever you need to, sip water when you need to. Important to think about a practice that helps to sustain and generate energy rather than leave you feeling more fatigued or drained. We want to build up. Attention to the breath. Can you invite it to travel all the way down into your abdomen, into your belly? And filling up the pelvic bowl. Filling up your ribs. One last breath. Move toes and fingers. Roll your wrists out. Rock your head from side to side. If you're on the back, maybe even allow for a full body stretch. Reach the arms overhead. Bring your ankles together. Point your toes forward. Lengthen, get really tall. And then soften, relax. Bend your knees. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze, a big hug. Rock lightly side to side. Tuck the knees right in towards the chest so the lower back curls away from the earth. Let the knees draw farther away from your chest. Lower back presses down, rock side to side there. Knees stay tucked in. Try to swing your legs back and then swing your legs forward, creating a rock and roll motion. If this feels okay through the spine, really keep your chin tucked. Swing your legs all the way back, all the way forward. And maybe this allows you to come up into a tabletop position. Otherwise, roll yourself over to the right or left side. We meet on hands and knees. And set the foundation up in your hands. Space between your fingers. Point your fingers forward. There's like a tiny 5-degree external rotation through the hands so the arm bones hug in and your knees are under your hips. Let your belly soften down, so sag down, arch your lower back, lift your heart up. Try and pull your chest forward through the window of your arms, lengthen the front body, but don't crank the neck back. Open the heart center, inhale. Press down through your hands, tuck your tailbone, chin to chest, let your head hang between your arms, maybe shake it out, yes or no. Inhale, come forward, heart lifts. Grip with the fingertips, press down through your hands, but don't lock your elbows out. Exhale, round, hollow out the belly, heavy head. Inhale, dropping, lifting, gaze. Rounding spine. Go one more time through your cat-cows on your own pace. Meet in a flat back or neutral spine. Then support the wrists a little bit. Lift them up and roll them out. And then place the hands back down. Toes are flipped behind you. On your next inhale, hover your knees an inch from the earth. And watch that you're not hyperextending the elbows, a micro bend. Keep your gaze past your fingertips. If you'd like to make this a bit more engaging this morning, a small bend through the elbows pull back towards the knees. Just a small bend, one more inhale. Straighten the arms up. Pike your hips back, downward dog, belly to thighs. Let's come high onto the tiptoes. Press down through your right heel. High to tiptoes. Press through the left heel. Alternate on your own. Next time you come high to both toes, look forward at your hands. Bend your knees, press your belly back towards your thighs. Get like a springing action through your legs. Step, walk, or hop to the top of your space. Hands onto your shins, flatten your back. Lifting your heart up into like a tabletop. Bring some weight forward to your toes. Inhale, the chest and heart opens. Exhale, fold back into your thighs. Really drop your head. We'll hold or fold for an extra breath or two. Try to breathe lots of space into your back body. Bend your knees even more. Lift your gaze up halfway. Rise up. Inhale, arms sweeping overhead. Pull your hands in towards your heart center. Take a peek at your toes. Your second and third toe face forward. Maybe rock forward and back into your feet. Feel your toes fan out. Grip with the toes. Inhale, reach your arms high. Lift up your heels. Exhale, lower your heels down, lower your arms down. Inhale, lift your heels, reach the arms, breathe in, reach up. Exhale, lower the heels, release your arms. One more time, sweep up, get tall. This big movement, this time ground your heels and bow your body forward, bend your knees, belly to thighs. Halfway lift, chest opens. Bend your knees and ground your palms. Let's come into our first plank. And that little bit of external rotation through the hands, so the pointer fingers forward. Try to keep your hips in line with your shoulders. Hold plank, one more breath. If the core is really shaking, soften your knees down. Bring some control into your low push-up. Come onto your belly. Inch your toes back. Slide your thumbs back. Peel the heart up halfway. Roll your heart down. Lift your heart, breathe in. Press down through your feet. Press your thighs down. Hover your hands an inch from the earth. If you'd like to again move a bit deeper, reach the arms out to an airplane. Last expression, reaching your arms forward. One more breath, come a little higher. Exhale, release the hands by your ribs, elbows up. Cobra or upward dog. Pike your hips back in space, we meet in downward facing dog. Spread your toes, second toe faces forward. Then try not to dump the weight into the wrists of your hands. Claw your mat with your fingertips and press through all of your base knuckles to send your hips back further. And then still move if you want to move. Hips can sway. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up. Hug your right knee in towards your chest. Squeeze it in and then see if you can take your right knee, tap it between your thumbs, squeeze the knee back in towards your chest, and then send your leg high behind you. Work towards doing that one more time. Knee to chest, tap between your thumbs, hug it back in, send your leg high, and this time use that strength and control to flicker step your right foot through between your hands. Tense your fingers and adjust the base through your feet so they're a bit wider. Back heel stays lifted. Come up to crescent lunge. So there's a squaring action through your hips to face the top of your mat. Float your arms up when you're ready. The gaze can lift, bring in a gentle back bend. Then reach your hands past your right toes, fingertips to the earth. Lean into your right leg. Shorten the stance if you need to lift off your left. Now if the earth is really far away from you, this is where maybe your cushion, your bolster or blocks can come under the hands, bringing the earth a little closer to you. And that might help even keep your chest a little more lifted. Strong through your back left leg. Take your left toes and tap them to the earth. Lift the left leg back up. And then round your spine, left knee to chest. Maybe nose to knee. Inhale, kick your left leg back behind. Tap your left toes down. Lift the leg back up. Knee to chest, rounded spine. One more like that. Inhale, extend back, lift your heart. Tap your toes, lift the leg, hug it in, take the left leg back, Land your left toes at the back of your mat and lift your torso back up to crescent. Inhale to sweep up, gaze up. Pivot your back heel down, warrior two. So maybe check in with your stance. As your front heel still lines up with the inner arch of your back foot. Can lengthen your stance out so you feel like you're taking up a longer distance on your mat as your arms reach out. Loop your shoulders up, back, and down. Make big circles with the arm bones. Reach out through fingertips, breathe in. Cartwheel your hands to frame your front foot. Step back into your plank position. Then knowing your variations, knees lifted or lowered, we all have the option here to take 2 half chaturanga push-ups. Maybe 1, maybe 2. Lower halfway, push the earth away from you, come back up. Lower halfway, push back up. This time come all the way to your belly and pause. Inching the toes back, sliding your fingers back. Lift your heart up, halfway. Squeeze shoulder blades together and then hover your hands. Reach your arms to airplane. As that progression comes in or the arms reach forward, if you'd like to build even a little more heat in the body, lift up your toes. Try to reach your toes away from your fingers. One more inhale. Release the body down. Press into your hands, cobra or upward dog. Use strength from your core to lift your pelvis and pike your hips back. Downward dog, empty through an exhale. Deep breath in, and then maybe release any tension, sigh out through your mouth. Float your left leg high behind. Left knee to chest. Tap the knee between your thumbs. Squeeze it back in. Pike the hips up and kick your leg back. Do that one more time. Rock forward into your hands. You can even stay here. Tap the knee down. Pull it back in. Send your leg high. Knee to chest. Look towards your left thumb. Step your foot through, grab the foot, pull it there. High through the back toes, lift your torso, crescent lunge. Maybe even feeling those prominent hip bones at the front of the body, leveling off to the front of the mat, or even the sacrum really level. Extend the arms. Gently lean back. Hear the sound of your breath, that reminder, audible inhale, audible exhale. The hands reach past your left toes. Grab for that extra support, even if it's books stacked up. Lift your right leg. You want the shoulders stacked over top of your fingertips. You don't want the hands too close towards the feet or the hands too far away from your body. Right leg active, kick into your heel and find a little micro bend through your left leg. Tap your right toes down. Lift the leg back up. Knee to chest, maybe knee to nose. Right leg kicks back, heart lifts back up. Right toes tap. Lift the leg, knee to chest. Do that 2 more times on your own pace. And the next time your right leg straightens back behind you, a slow bend through the left. Land the right toes, reach up through the arms, crescent, inhale. Pivot your back heel down. Warrior two. Right arm back, left arm forward. Give yourself a moment to find your foundation. Try not to lean forward into your pelvis. Create a neutral pelvis. Crown of the head reaching up as your tailbone maybe tucks down just a bit. Loop your shoulders up, back, and down. A breath on purpose. Hands cartwheel to frame your foot. Step into your plank position. Knees lifted or lowered. 2 half push-ups. Come all the way to the earth. Our back bend sequence, press through the shoelace side of your feet. Lift your heart up halfway. Upper arm bones draw back so the heart slingshots forward. Hover your hands. Next, pretty neutral. You can even look towards the earth if there's any tension in your neck. Then find the expression through your arms, reaching out or in front. Maybe the toes even lift. If you're lifting your toes, squeeze your glutes, especially that place where the hamstring and the bum crease meet. Inhale deeply, come up an inch higher. Exhale, lower down, soften. Find your back bend, cobra or upward dog. Hips pike back in space. Downward dog. And as you take downward dog, notice what you notice. How is the heart rate? Do you need to take a moment to soften onto your knees and sip water, child's pose? 3 or 4 breaths. And noticing that your internal rhythm has changed. Your internal rhythm has changed since we started this practice. But are you still moving in a way that invites you to feel full and well and in a good spirit? Come back to downward dog if you're not there already. Kick your right leg high. This time take your right knee towards your right elbow. Maybe it connects, maybe it doesn't. And then slide the knee down towards your wrist. Pull it back up towards the elbow. Kick your leg high behind. Twisting right knee through towards the left elbow. Slide it down. Pull it up. Kick it high, deep breath in. Knee to chest. Step your foot through. Pad your fingertips up. Bring an upward dog quality to your chest to lift up halfway, and then slowly come up all the way. Feel your shoulders stack on top of your hips. Extend your arms high. Take your right hand onto your hip. If you've got the movement through the right shoulder, take your right hand behind your back and try to catch your left hip. Left arm reaches high, side bend to the right. Keep the chest peeling to open. Come back up through to center, both arms reach. Move past your body, fingertips to the earth. Left leg lifts, so lean forward into the right, kick off the left. And then a few options here for this next sequence. Again, this is our progression for practice. Left leg like a lever, lifting and lowering. As fast or as slow as you'd like. The intermediate option is maybe planting your hands all the way down. So bend the right knee if you need to. As you lift your left leg, lift your right heel. So move together. Leg lifts, heel lifts. And if you know me, you know my practice. I really like teaching inversions. But again, I'm not here to support you right now, so only go as deep as you'd like. Maybe you start to give a little kick off your right toes and it's super gentle. If you're like, what the hell is she talking about? I'll give a little demonstration. It's just a little kick off the toes. Arms really straight, claw at your mat. It's like a handstand prep. The next time left toes touch down, Reach them to the back of your mat. Inhale, come up into your crescent. Allow for an extra breath here. Pivot your back heel down, warrior two. Arms extending out, breathe in. Reach your arms overhead. Slowly straighten out the right leg without locking your knees, so you can still get a little bend or bounce to it. And then reach your arms forward just halfway. Come back up. Using strength through your side obliques, your side core, lean forward, lift back up. Your own pace or rhythm, do this 2 or 3 more times. Reach forward, lean forward, hold for a breath. Then take the right hand onto your shin. The left arm extends up, triangle trikonasana. Look towards your top thumb. If you get any pinching in the neck by looking up, just look straight or down. One more inhale. Drive into your right toes, press them down, lift yourself back up, sweep your arms out in line with the earth. Bend your front knee, warrior two. Cartwheel your hands to frame your front foot. Step into your plank position. Double up on your chaturanga push-up. Or not, again, your practice, your pace. Come all the way to your belly. Finding your back bend sequence, press through feet so much that your kneecaps lift and the heart comes up. Float your arms out. Reach them forward, lift up your toes. Beautiful, one more round in. Squeeze the whole back body to lift up. Lower it down and then completely soften for that moment. Melt the back body. Press into your hands, cobra or upward dog. To pull yourself back in space, flip your toes, downward dog, empty out, exhale. Moving through the left side, but last standing sequence. Doing your absolute best. Left leg high behind. Left knee, left elbow. Slide it to the wrist. Pull it back up. Kick your leg high. Left knee, right elbow. Again, it doesn't need to connect. Just try and hug in. Lower it to the wrist. Zip it back in. Pike your hips high. Kick your left leg back. Knee to chest. Flicker step your foot through. Tented fingers. A supportive base between your feet. Come up halfway. That's that upward dog quality to your chest. Lift up all the way. Arms extend, reach up. Grab for the right wrist. Lie wide. Let's take the left hand onto the hip or swing behind the back. Try and catch the right hip. Side bend left. Reach through the fingertips. Peel the right shoulder back. Return to neutral. Fingertips reach past your body. You can always stay with our first expression. Something under your hands to help support you. Lift the right leg when you're ready. Start by finding the lever, lifting and lowering your right leg. And you're squeezing the bum, squeezing that crease where hamstring and the bum meet. If it's available to you to bend your left knee and plant your palms down, hands are really wide, so pinky fingers to the other edge of your mat. Right leg lifts, left heel lifts at the same time in unison. If you're working into your handstand prep, or even want to just observe the next stages, you can look between your thumbs. And then a little flick off your left toes. Arms stay straight the whole time. Trying to land quietly with control. Land your left toes, reach your right toes back, meet in your crescent lunge, lift your torso up. Arms sweeping high, breathe in. Pivot your back heel down, breathe out. Never hurts to check in with alignment. Alignment first rather than depth. Reaching through the wingspan of your arms. Smooth out a breath. Arms reach overhead. Turn the palms in towards one another. Straighten your left leg. Pull up on your left big toe. So you feel the inner arch of your left foot lift. The whole leg's engaged. Then move into your left hip crease as you reach forward. Halfway. Lift back up. Feel that right side has to pull you back up. Lean forward. Then shorten that right side to pull you back up. 2 more. Lean forward. Plant left hand, reach up through right. Feel the expansion through the arm bones. Reach through right fingertips. Reach down through left. Spread your fingers. Lift the torso. Reach your arms. Bend the front knee. Warrior 2. Ground your hands. Frame your foot. Step into plank, your expression, not mine. Last vinyasa. Lower halfway, press back up. Halfway, push back up. With control, come all the way onto your belly. Toes reach back, arms reach back. Press the pubic bone down so the belly hugs in. Lift your heart. Airplane the arms out, or maybe Superman the arms forward. Lift your toes. Feel a steadiness in one more inhale. Release down, exhale, let go. Hips to heels, child's pose, big toes together, knees wide, rest. You can wiggle into your hips, rocking right and left. In a moment to sip water if you need to take water. Observe your body. And maybe if there were even a couple of moments of your practice where it was really challenging, the inner dialogue started to fire up, where has that landed you now, your effort? Because I know right now the only 2 things we can really control is our attitude and our effort. You've definitely put the effort in. What's your relationship to that effort? Feel good. One more breath. Be full in spirit. Come on to the bum. Swing your legs out in front. And then 2 variations for our forward fold, depending on what you might need. Are you a little tighter through the hamstrings, so the backs of your legs, maybe from the sequence we did? Or do you feel a little tighter through the inner thighs? So you can either take a forward fold with legs stretched out in front, or a forward fold with your legs out into a wider V. Now, either way, we're still rocking forward onto the sitting bones and trying to point the toes up towards the sky. Reach the crown of your head up. Tiptoe your fingers forward. Try to tip from your pelvis. When you feel like the chest might collapse, stop there. Bring a little bit of extra lift. Lift your heart. Breathe in. Fold in a tiny bit deeper. Breathe out. The head can relax down. Tune into 5 slow, mindful breaths. Complete your exhale. Lift your heart up, lift your chest up. Bend your knees and slide yourself forward. If you need anything before coming onto the back, bring it with you now. Maybe you're already placing on a sweater or socks. Once you come onto the back, hug your knees in towards your chest. Rock side to side. And perhaps your rocking motion starts to look a little bit more like a bit of a twist, the knees dropping to the right, using your core to pull the knees back up to center, the knees dropping towards the left, using your core to pull the knees back in. One more time each way. Maybe the thighs barely touch down before you hug them back in. Knees to chest, lower just your left foot down. Hook your right ankle in front of your left thigh or knee. If you're familiar with your figure 4, you can take your expression now. Flex the right toes, press the right knee to open. If you'd like, hug left knee to chest. Your right hand can press to the right knee, or thread your hands through the window between your legs. Interlace your hands around your left thigh or shin. Try to keep your shoulders softening down. The back of your neck long. As we unwind and slow the practice down, with your eyes closed, scan your body for the sensation perhaps of vitality, of being in good spirit. Then acknowledge the effort that you've put in this morning, and perhaps it creates or inspires an attitude of feeling powerful within yourself. And when I say powerful, I don't mean powerful like with force. I mean like powerful with intention. The conscious intention to feel strong within your body. To show up with that. One more breath on this side. If you you've lifted your left leg, lower it down. Uncross the right, both feet planted. Windshield wipe your knees side to side. Let's set up for the opposite leg. Right foot stays down, left foot hugs in. Hook the heel to the front of the thigh. Encourage the knee to open, a gentle flexing of the toes. You might stay right here or hug the right heel in a bit closer. And hug right knee to chest. Other variations that you can take of this pose, or even taking a strap through the window between the legs, using the strap to pull in a little closer. If you don't have a strap, you can use a scarf. Perhaps your hands find the right thigh or shin. And then find your breath. Feel the sensation of the whole body. And try to soften where you can soften. And that our own personal power, again, doesn't have to come from a place of aggression or force. Our own personal power can come from a place of intention. The intention to the effort you put into your practice, and then the attitude that showed up for it. Complete your next cycle. Release the right foot, uncross your left, and windshield wipe side to side. From here, take any final movement that supports you to take rest in Savasana. Lie on the back, arms and legs stretched out, arms away from the body, palms facing up. Full inhale. Part your lips, sigh your breath out. Let go of any muscular energy, any gripping in the body. Maybe it's through the jawline or your cheekbones. Slow down the best you can, become deeply relaxed. Time for the body to replenish and restore after practice, and know that my voice will guide you back. deepen your breath in and out. But notice a space that lands within your body that is powerful beyond measure. Powerful with intention. With how you show up for yourself and other people. Full of vitality, full of spirit. And to arrive each day being well and in fine feather. And once the breath feels full, start to find movement, wake up the body. You can flutter your eyes, let in some light, roll up the wrists, anything that feels natural, organic. Wiggle the shoulders, rock side to side. Eventually bringing your knees towards your chest, bringing yourself up into a seated position. Rock forward, lengthen the lower back, lift your chest up. One more breath in this upright position. Arms sweep towards the sky, reach up, gaze up. Pull hands into heart center, bow chin in towards chest. Thank you so much for honoring me with your presence today. Bowing to and recognizing the best and highest within us all. Namaste. Thank you so much for a wonderful Fit Flow practice.